Good morning and welcome to Better Thyself segment of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. About a couple of days back, I received a phone call from a friend and he was very happy saying that his son has achieved a great success in the school, topping the class, got some medals, and he was all happy. My question to him was, he has achieved success. But is he successful? He has achieved something, agreed. And he said, well, achievement is success. And normally we think that achievement is success, but there's a very crucial difference between achievement and success. And our tragedy is that we don't understand this subtle but extremely crucial difference between achievement and success. You may achieve everything in the world and yet you may not be successful. And quite possible, you may not have achieved anything and yet you may be successful. Now, what is success? Success is essentially a subjective feeling about how you are doing, and it is relative to why you are doing it. So the question is why you are doing something and what you are doing. It's a very subjective feeling. It's a feeling of, for example, you go and eat somewhere and you finish your eating, then you have achieved the process of eating. But whether you are happy about that inside, that is success. So achievement is an objective measure of what you have actually done. But success is about the inner satisfaction that you get. So success is far more important than achievement. Indeed, you can have all the achievements in the world and yet not be successful. I know of a couple of people, at least here, good friends, and they are achieving, according to them, success, but I would not say, I'll say they're achieving their goals every day, expanding their empires, business empires, diversifying one after the other. And then I see that their achievements are a galore. Anybody looking at their achievements would think that they are successful, but they are not successful. Inside, they feel a sort of a vacuum. And a person who is able to ensure that the vacuum does not exist, that the achievements have filled that vacuum, is a person who is successful. You see all the time, the outward external indicators of success, according to the people, are there. The achievers, the attainers, the go-getters, the trendsetters, they're achieving a lot. You see the beautiful houses, limousines, fashionable jewelry, social get-togethers, starting out like peacock. And then, like the peacocks, they look at their feet. The peacocks look at the feet and feel unhappy. And these achievers look at their heart, at their mind, at the hollowness that exists in them. And would you believe they are psychologically a wreck? They have lost their way and they no longer remember the reason why they started pursuing their goals in the first place. You see, what happens is you start doing something, you achieve it, and then that becomes the catalyst for further achievement, but not for success. So the hollowness remains when you lose sight of the major goal and are satisfied with amassing worldly success or external indicators of success without thinking of the internal indicators. Then you may have all the satisfaction, but you will not have success. What happens is that the genuine passion that you have in the beginning becomes the need for external validation. When you amass wealth, when you amass real estate, when you amass houses, palaces, yachts, cars, parties, all that is in fact a band-aid to your lacerated, wounded soul. They are external validations of your ego, which is essentially hurt because you're not successful. You're achieving a lot. There's an endless need to acquire more and more. And this acquirement of more material goods enables to achieve more, but feel hollow, feel unsuccessful. So rather than on focusing, why the focus becomes when it will work, would it work? You start doing a thing, you don't say why you are doing it. You say, will I be successful? Will I achieve it? Will I attain my, excuse me, please. You start with a genuine desire, and that genuine passion doesn't remain a passion. It becomes a craze. And that craze is manifested in external validation, as I said earlier. But the internal satisfaction, the subjective feeling, the I inside you remains dissatisfied because the focus has changed. Sorry. As a human being, you might do something and that might not work. But when you're focused on what you want to achieve, you only care if it works. You no longer know why you are doing it. So, and when you don't know why you are doing it, you are just doing it. You have become a machine, an automaton. As a matter of fact, have you seen those oil expellers of the old time? They would put the seeds in the barrel, and then that expeller would be tied to an animal, a bull, whose eyes would be covered, and the bull would go round and round and round. So he was achieving the objective of getting oil, but it was a mindless work. He was not successful. Similarly, ants. Solomon said, go and learn from ants. But he forgot that ants are mostly moving around mindlessly. So you care if a thing is working, but you don't know why you are doing it. That why is the key to success and key to the happiness. Interestingly, I have seen many people who have met me during my talks, during my discussions, when they hired my services, and they admitted that they were happier before they were successful, so-called success. In other words, they were happier when they did not achieve. And why? Because that when their career started, when they started work, their motivation was congruent with their values. There was no dichotomy. What they thought they were doing, but the achievement poisoned them. Their motivation changed. The motivation from doing the job became a need to acquire more. And then your motivation shifts from intrinsic to extrinsic, from inward to outward. Your performance naturally drops over the long run. Even the achievements start becoming hollow. Not only you are dissatisfied, but even your achievements lose all meaning. You may be able to sustain high performance for some time. Often, this sustaining of the high performance comes at a great cost. The cost can be your health, your family life, your finances. Have you ever seen, notice, that the family life of the so-called successful people, when I say successful in quotes, I'm talking not of the success, but of the achievers, is not very happy. Stress, children alienated, or maybe drug-induced comas, wife going around on her way, spouse rather, I won't say wife, in this politically correct age. So spouse, husband or wife, what the case may be. Your health falling, even your financing taking a tumble at times. So all that goes. So the high performance which you have been trying to sustain for the external achievement is costing you the real glory. And then you realize man does not live by bread alone, nor does he live by palaces, not by the limousines. Not that I have not been desirous, I was desirous. I got everything, but you'd be amazed that I got everything on my terms. When you start sacrificing your passion, when you start sacrificing your ideals for the sake of the mundane attainments and achievements, then you are not successful. Then you are, as I said earlier, at the most, very charitably I can call, a robot, amassing things inside hollow, just a collection of wires, sensors, and the software fed into that. That's it. So you want to be a better human being? Don't care for the achievements. Care for the success. Care for the subjective feeling about what you're doing. Are you happy? Are you satisfied that what you're doing is justified? That will be your success. Not that you have got a Maybach, the latest model of Mercedes or Lexus or Cadillac. No. Your more would be what you aimed at, you have got without sacrificing your values, your passions, your emotions. and your emotional quotient remains as it was prior to the achievement. If it has risen, it's good. If it has remained static, acceptable. But if it's gone down, then you are a great achiever, but you are an absolute unsuccessful person. Understand the difference between success and achievement and try to be successful. Therein lies your salvation, not in achieving, not in amassing, but in mental adjustment and a balance of the achievements which sustain you and may continuously feed your passion. Let your passion be the barometer of your success and not the achievement. And you would be a better person. Thank you.